Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, EA's back at it again with the mistakes. 2 days in a row, we've had a mistake on FC 26, and yesterday's involved evolving silver icons in that new Musiala-inspired evolution that might be one of the best Evos that we've had this year. We're going to talk about all of that and the changes it's making to this game right now, as EA actually had to revert that Evo and fix it because it was glitched in more than one way. And we got to talk about the Marcus Rashford player pick SBC that did finally end up dropping, but it's more about what today is, guys. The icon pack that is max 87 is going away, and there's a max 88 that's coming to replace it. We're going to talk about what that might do to the market and how I'm investing in Ultimate Scream Team 2. Of course, the craziness with the 99 stats coming out early gave us an insight into who might be the best cards to invest in, but I think today's the day. We'll talk about 2 open windows of opportunity to get involved with that. Let's get into it, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up on the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Let's get started by looking back at yesterday's Saturday content and objectives, where we can now double dip playing Rush. We got the Winged Fright Flash Rush event here for a group reward of Scardina, another Halloween-themed name. USA right mid here for Charlotte. You got his card, a couple of packs, but of course, you can play Rush right now and get the weekly rush points objective done along with this objective, which is why we call it the double dip of Rush. We're in this 2-day window where you can actually get both of those done before the weekly rush points reset on Tuesday, or you can triple dip, do a Evo, and get 2 objectives done at the same time. Playing Rush is the most worth it in those sort of windows. Now, also yesterday in objectives, you have the FC Pro Open Global Qualifier streams that were going on. The stream started really late, so if you guys did miss it, watch out for EA's Twitch page. Again, they may be rebroadcasting or doing a rerun of the event, which would give you another opportunity to turn on that stream and get the rewards for watching, which is an 80x3 and an 81x5. But the same thing happens today. Notice the timing for the stream is different. It's going to happen earlier today, which is much nicer for most of you guys, I would assume. And of course, there's an 80 plus times 5 if you get all of the objectives done right there. Again, if you're watching on Twitch, you have to like claim those drops in your Twitch inventory, which is under like your little profile drop down thing there. It's confusing. If only it was just like automatically claimed. It just doesn't work that nicely, unfortunately. Now, let's go to SBCs, where we finally had the Marcus Rashford. The player pick, the leaks were exactly correct. It's the striker version with more shooting and dribbling versus the right wing version with higher pass and, of course, the 93 pace. The SBC is coming in at 250,000 coins. It's only 4 squads, but it's got 3 inform requirements here, which I think is really interesting. We're starting to see EA ask for more informs and SBCs, which made those cards move really good yesterday on the market. I just noticed that informs were down to 11K, the 84 rated informs, that is, and you can get them on bid maybe for even less than 11,000 coins, but all of these, even the ones that were in packs, were selling for at least 12 to 12,750 yesterday after the SBCs came out. I think they would be great investments today, guys. If you want to get informs on bid, especially since the weekends, like the Saturday nights and the Sunday nights, are the cheapest times for the Impacts team of the week. If you want to get some informs on bid, especially 84 rated for around 11,000 coins, that's the most I'd pay, 11,000 on the dot, but preferably 10,750 or 10,500 if you can. I think that's a great investment heading into today that you can just lazy sell, make a couple thousand coins per card after tax, and be pretty happy with that, especially around content time. Make sure you have your cards listed, and you should make some profit off of that if you like to inform trade. But anyways, back to the Rashford SBC itself. It is only 4 squads, and it's out for 20 days. The hype with these Scream cards is the 99 stats, right? We're going to be talking about that today, especially after the whole glitch that happened earlier this weekend. It's just crazy once these cards get 99 stats. So we'll wonder, will the striker Rashford get 99 shooting and the right wing Rashford get like 99 dribbling? We're not entirely sure. But the way this SBC sits with the no playstyle plus, with kind of the way that this card was hyped up to be a great SBC and then didn't end up being that amazing, he's 79% downvoted. The card itself is downvoted. But since there's 20 days left on this, and you know Marcus Rashford is crazy overpowered in game, even if you've done the Marcus Rashford Evo, I think there's a world in which this SBC could be worth crafting. If there's nothing else like 2 weeks from now that you see as worth doing in SBCs, this might be a card worth putting in your club to stash away. Maybe the striker version, if you value that tiki taka and the pinged pass play styles, or if you value the pace and the finesse, you'd go for the right wing card. Now, the positions kind of limit him for sure, but this may be an SBC that I just get done in the next couple of weeks to stock in the club for future Evos, because Rashford is so hyped. People already have a crazy Evo of him from the last couple of weeks that's worked out really nicely. So, at some point, this card is going to go crazy for Evos as well. Again, considering that the Roll Plus and Plus Plus additions to these cards are permanent, right? That's the thing. The 99 stats are not permanent, but the Roll Plus and the Plus Pluses are. So that's potential future implications for evolutions, I think, and it's worth at least mentioning. Now, let's talk about Evos, because yesterday we had a new evolution for center backs. Guys, it is called the Portuguese Backline Titan. It's 20,000 coins. Yet again, another one of these like 20, 30,000 coin evolutions that actually gives a pretty sizable boost. You get a pace boost here, but it's the defense and the physicality on some of these cards that looks really good. Like this Kosonu card here, 86 defense and 87 physical, getting bruiser, jockey, and slide tackle playstyles with defender plus. So for 20,000 coins, it may not be an Evo that everybody wants to complete, but if you find a card, maybe if it's even a silver card that you find to put into this that gets a really good solid Evo boost, you can create some really solid items. Now, I was checking on Footbin just to see some of the biggest names that go into this. You've got Isak Toure in chains right now. You've got Kusanov with his 86 pace, looking very good. Bisek, kind of a FIFA legend in the making from the last couple of years, with his card in game and Evos that he's had, his Tots card from a couple years back as well. He fits into this evolution. And then, as I mentioned, some of the silvers, you can double chain some of the silvers as well. Like this is Heaven from Manchester United. He has gone into Phantom fullback, then into Rise from the Grave, and then into Portuguese back line. And sure, you get technical incisive, so maybe you don't want that, but you get the jockey, relentless, and the bruiser with some pretty solid stats there. So just look out for the silver cards as well when it comes to the center back evolution. Find somebody that works for you, or if it's not worth your 20k, then maybe just skip it. So this one looks solid, I would say. I'm actually kind of looking for Mawissa in my club, because I've heard that that's a really good Evo to link with Paul Pogba, and I think you can double Evo him right now. I don't have Mawissa, I don't think, but that's an Evo that I'm kind of interested in to link Paul Pogba if I was to do that. But guys, talking about the Evo yesterday, it was all about the big one, the Star in Motion Jamal Musiala evolution, and EA messed it up. Now, before we talk about that, let's talk about the upgrade that this gives. It's exactly as EA mentioned on that tweet that we looked at in yesterday's video. You get pace up to 80, shooting boost, dribbling boost, you get technical, and you get a +2 on the skill moves. Then it goes to the defending, jumping, stamina, aggression with big overall boost and solid caps, like up to 80 jumping, 80 stamina. That's solid, right? You get the incisive playstyle. Passing goes up to 82 +5. Pace goes up again at level 3. Stamina, strength, passing, half winger plus, and then the technical plus playstyle. And then at the end, you get the trickster, shadow striker, skill moves to 5, dribbling up to 88, and a bit more of a pace boost and shooting boost too, if your card allows it. So honestly, I put Charlton into this after seeing the news that they did not disqualify at first the silver superstar icons. That is the big news with this Evo, guys. Pele and Charlton both fit. This is the Pele Evo that a lot of people started doing yesterday. It was only a matter of time. I said this the first time that EA released one of those ratings reload evolutions that didn't require a not silver superstars player. Like, it didn't exclude those, because all the other Evos this year have excluded the icons, because EA knew that the moment we could start Evoing these cards, we would, because they're icons. They just have that different sauce, that different juice in game. And yesterday, for the first 2 hours after this Evo was released, you could put Pele and Charlton in it, and it wasn't counting correctly too. We'll talk about that in a second, but this is the Evo that's taking over. Basically, if you had Pele completed, you could do Star in Motion and then chain him into the Undead Lion and get yourself a 86 rated Tech Plus Pele card with crazy stats and 6 play styles. That's Pele, man. Like, that's just insane that this is even possible. And that's why I was even quick to put this Charlton into this evolution because, guys, the moment you can evo an icon from this low rated nature to make them a higher rated player, like, there's just that sort of like, it's just like rare, or it's just unique. It's just something that you know is going to be OP because they're icons, man. Icons are just different in game. So that's why I went with Charlton right away. I had been saying after that first Evo cosmetic during Ratings Reload that some people were able to Evo their silver superstar icons with back then. The moment I could Evo this Charlton, I would. So I saw this yesterday. I was like, you know what? He's going boom straight into this. And this Charlton card looks primed for another evolution. He's 5-star, 5-star now, and he got a really big stats boost. He didn't get any playstyles added, I believe, because he already had these playstyles here. He's already kind of maxed out there, or maybe he got technical added. That may have been it, but he's got a plus in every single role. He just needs another position. All it takes is one more Evo for that card to go to an 85 or an 86, and he could be looking crazy. And again, the Pele is insane as well. Whether you take Pele and you Evo him fully into the Undead line, or you just put him into the Star in Motion, both of these cards look incredible. Now, the fun didn't last long, just like it doesn't with many of the leaks and the glitches that happen on this game and the EA mistakes, because they mentioned 2 hours after content, EA tweeted that the mistake was that the silver superstar players had missing restrictions for the evolution, and also you weren't able to assist with those cards as well. Like the assist one in the first level of this evolution was not working correctly. Some people were able to work around it, but others were not. So yeah, just crazy that EA made yet again another mistake. Back-to-back days of mistakes, actually, the 99 stats and then this. And we've said before a lot of times that the EA mistakes come in bunches. You know, when EA makes one mistake, then you see another one, then you see another one after that. There could be more mistakes incoming, so just be wary, be watching out for that. And the way that it seems as well this year, guys, is whatever mistakes that they make, they do not compensate. Like, they're not out here providing compensation in really any way, shape, or form. So just take that into consideration. It's not like you're going to get compensated in any way for this, but it does create frustration. I say this every time when EA makes a mistake like this. Even when it benefits some people, it doesn't benefit everybody, and that creates frustration. Now, if you missed out on putting Pele or Charlton into this evolution, you still got insane options, because this Luis Suarez looks so dope. I love the 5-star skill boost in this Evo. I love the other cards like Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's back with that Evo right there. It looks very, very good. James Ward-Prowse, Ruter, Griezmann's base gold card fits because it's max 85s. They're going as evolution. The Fermin card, actually that's the Undead Line Evo for Fermin. Not the new Star in Motion, but Zaire Emery looks cracked there. Even some informs. Greenwood's card looks pretty cracked. This is a really, really good Evo, and there's so many good options for this one. Marco Reus. Wow, Marco Reus you can even bring back with Spooky Striker and then Star in Motion. So get on Footbin, look for some chains, and find some cards that look the best for you. Even the Goretzka flashback fits in this one. Wow, this is an insane Evo. It is a really, really insane Evo. So if you've got it, absolutely go ahead and do it. And how many days do we have left to complete this one? I think you have a decent amount of time to get it done. Or no, it doesn't expire. It's out forever. Even better. So that's the situation with the whole glitched Evo situation yesterday. I mean, it's kind of glitched. It's an EA mistake. That's the best way to describe it. Now let's talk market a bit. You see my coins are down. I've started investing a little bit in the Scream cards, guys. I think we are getting to that point of the week where all of the hype for the Scream cards getting the 99s is really about to kick off, especially after the first mistake, as we mentioned, that EA made this weekend, was the fact that the 99 stats came out early and we got a glimpse at what upgrades were going to happen for this Scream team number 2. And I've watched these prices all day today and they've just kept falling. Dybala, I bought yesterday for 400 and what was it, 27,000 coins, I think, on the video, or 437. I sold him for 527. I did the little trade here. We listed it perfect. I bought right here and sold right here. He dropped all the way back down to 420, and now in the early morning hours on Sunday, he is under 400,000 coins. I actually picked up 2 of these at 413k, so I bought just a little bit early, but I'm sending the rest of my coins into another one of these players today, whether it is Dybala, which I'm very tempted to do so, because again, we know the stats that these cards are getting. We've already seen the upgrades. I doubt EA is going to change them. They're probably just going to press go live again on Wednesday, and you're going to see the upgrades happen. Bernstein had 99 shooting. There's the Dybala with the pace. Joao Felix had shooting. Griezmann dribbling. Mariona and Pulisic and Cuadrado all had pace as well. well. These would be the cards that I would focus in investing on since we know what boost they're going to get. And I think today is the buy day, guys. I really do. I want to be early on investing in these Scream cards because we are very close to the actual upgrade time frame. And whether you feel like you paid too much, like I paid $415 for one of these Dybalas, I'm just going to lower my average price and try to pick up another one here. Maybe we get a cheeky bid on this one for like 380K. I'm literally just going to send it, man, because these cards are going to rise. Because when all of you guys saw the 99 stats get put on these players, they're going to take over the game from Wednesday this week until next Wednesday, the whole entire week that all of these cards and then team 2 are upgraded. They're going to take over. Those are going to be the cards that everybody wants to use. Now, granted, we've had a lot of SBCs and we've had a lot of objective cards that are also going to upgrade as well. So there's going to be some hype for those, like especially for Paul Pogba and some of that stuff. But at the very same time, as many Scream cards as we can get in our teams and maybe even invest in, the better, just because there's going to be so many people looking to put cards like this in their team. So I think the investment window today, guys, looks one of two ways. It looks like during squad battle rewards or right before rewards, where I'm buying right now, could be a low point. And then I think there could be another low point after the content drop today. If you look back at the cards from last week, they dropped Sunday night. You can see Kimmich dropped a whole bunch on Saturday. We just had that. And then on Sunday, he really kind of stayed the same price, like 180 to 200,000 coins. Sunday night, Monday morning, he went down 10 extra K. I just don't know if we're going to have that big of a drop today because people know the upgrades are happening very soon. So I wouldn't look at the graph of Scream 1 cards and say that Scream 2s are going to work the exact same way because, you know, the upgrades are literally only 3 days away now. So I think these cards need to be invested in today if you want to pick one of them up. Same thing for the heroes. If there's a hero card, like I remember Futre was one that got 99 pace. This card with 99 pace and 94 dribble is going to be insane. And yesterday he went from, well, he didn't really drop that much. He was down at 1.5 mil. He's currently 1.7 at the moment. So I try to focus on the cards that have gone down a lot. Ultimate Scream 2, the cheaper ones, but the hero cards could be investable as well. And as you look at Scream Team 1, some of these cards are even down a little bit. That Kimmich that I bought yesterday for 199, I still have it. He's 210 plus right now, so we do like that. But like other players, and Mbumo's down below 200,000 at the moment, so he's back down. Tella still looks low enough to be investable. These are a bit of a gamble because we don't know what 99 stat these cards are going to get, but the prices are going to start moving on these players soon, guys, because the leakers are probably going to know who gets what boost and who gets what 99 stat. And since we know what cards are getting 99 stats from this team too, I think that is the safest place to invest. So I mean, this Dybala with 99 pace, man, like I'm gonna spend my last 300 and whatever that I can afford on him. Like I'm all in on Dybala at this point. So that's just one of my favorite cards that I think is going to go up, and hopefully he goes up and goes crazy during the rest of this week. I'm not a guy that usually invests all my coins in one card, but with the hype of the 99s, I think there's potential. Now, for the rest of the market, you're seeing that people are hyped for this as well, and you're seeing that SBCs and evolutions are really starting to take effect. People are not buying as many cards from the market. Look at Messi. Messi is 1.1. Well, he was just 1.12. Went up a little bit there, but Doué down big. Yildiz down big as well. That Lauren James is down pretty bad. She was like 400,000 coins herself too. A lot of the market is dropping. Gold cards too. Lamine Yamal, especially with the Adama Traore Evo, right? Right mids, center attacking mids. Look at that Eze card. He's cooked. Not everything is cooked. Like Ekitike still holding value. Hyunmin Son, Alvarez still holding value in the market, but Olise is down 50,000 coins. Rodman's down 60,000 coins as well as a right mid card. So I'm just being very careful with the right wings and right mids because most of them have dropped. You know, a lot of your center backs, I still say, like, they're really good to trade with right now. Even though we had the center back Evo yesterday, players like this Ledley King, he continues to fluctuate like awesome. You buy this card at 260, 270, you can sell it at 300 multiple times per day. He's awesome for trades. Other players, like you guys watched me flip a Beckenbauer on Friday. Beckenbauer goes from like 1.2 lows to 1.3 highs. Maybe you need under 1.2 now. As you see, that's his lowest sale in the last day. Cannavaro, Blanc, some of these heroes and icons just do very well because the center back position, at least, has not had a lot of content released in that way recently to impact the prices. So I still think you can trade in and out of the market, but the Scream cards are going to be the main part of hype in the next couple of days. That's why I'm looking to trade and invest there. Now, let's just get straight into things for today's content on Sunday. What is that content drop window that I talked about that maybe could be a time to buy players as well? Again, I kind of mentioned that earlier. Guys, the Max 87 Icon Pack goes away today. It's expiring. And we know already, because the pack code was added to the code, that the Max 88 Icon SBC is set to come, and Foot Police said that it would be expected to be released today on Sunday as well. This adds in icons like Ribéry. This adds in Vieira. Plenty of 88 rated icons that are going to be very tempting for people to go put their fodder into this pack. Now, speaking of fodder, we got to be buying it, guys. 88s all the way down to 85s, because the price of this icon pack, I think, would be more than what we've seen. But so far, all these icon packs have been semi-affordable. 85, 86, 87 for the Max 87 icon. And remember, when the hero pack went up in rating from 87 to 88, they didn't change the price. It was still just those two 85 and 86 rated squads. So is the same thing going to happen for the Max 88 icon today? Are they just going to keep it 85, 86, 87 with one team of the week as a part of this? It's very possible that they do. And if they do, just invest in the same way that prices moved last week. I don't think I'd go any higher than 88 rated. I don't think I'd invest in the 89s personally, because if they add an 88 rated squad to this, unless they take something else away, I don't think 89s would move as much, because people wouldn't see this icon player pick, the new one rather, as worth it. So I think I'd invest in these cards. 88s yesterday were below 16,000 coins on bid. I think that's the place where you want to be, as close to 16K flat as you can. And you would just be hoping that these go to like 19K like they did in previous weeks when icon packs have been dropped. That would be my hope for the 88s. The 87s, you're trying to get 11,000 coins. 86s, I think you're trying to get at like 6.5K too. Yesterday, Alexander-Arnold was at 7.3. Maybe 6K is unrealistic. They were in the 6,000 coin range Friday night. So let's just say under 7 for the 86s, and then maybe not on the 85s. Maybe just try to get 3,000 coins there. But I do believe fodder and team of the weeks, as I mentioned before, can be a good investment for the big icon SBC today, especially as I mentioned during squad bed rewards. Get on some bids for that. Now, other SBCs, right? Player SBCs. We have the Phil Foden that is expiring today. We're definitely going to get a new player SBC to replace that. Could it be this Lukaku Scream card? We have official stats for him. Center attacking mid, interesting on the position there. Stats don't look that great, but he could be cheap and it could be a fun card to do. That is leaked. We also have this guy Gory, who's leaked. More Halloween names are incoming allegedly from FutDonk. I don't know if those are his official stats or not, but you know, that's there. And we just had a showdown SBC between Portillo and Cavani. That was going to be a game that is upcoming next weekend. So a week from today on Sunday is when this game is played. Probably not going to see this SBC then for at least a couple days, but that's hot off the press for a leak there. So I wanted to mention it. My guess would be Lukaku today, unless there's another player SBC that would be coming out. And as I mentioned before, the campaign mix player pick is going to refresh today. I got to get some of my daily refreshing SBCs done, and I do believe I have that campaign pick or pack to open on today's video. Other than SBCs, we still do have the rumors out there that there are a total of 5 Evos that were leaked for this weekend. We've had 4, unless he's counting cosmetic ones. I think we had a cosmetic Evo yesterday as well with the World Tour cosmetic. I hope that's not the case, that was one of them. Hopefully we do have an evolution today. I think it's possible. We'll just have to watch out for the leaks on that one. All right, we do not get a walkout here. We get a Spanish striker from Liga F. It's not Pina, the most OP card in this game. It's not Amir Saregi, second most OP. It is Lori. So Wara campaign, scampaign bag for me there. But we do those with our 82s and 83s. Just because why not? We're fully invested in Dybala. Guys, if you didn't see yesterday, we did make some buys though as well. The Debinha we bought for 610, sold for 660. That's the Dybala we sold for 527. We flipped a couple of Ledley Kings. Van de Ven, I bought one Van de Ven for 230. I actually did have to take a loss on that one. Van de Ven's price went up to like 250. Like, it's the same with Dybala. I was trying to guess the sell price. Van de Ven went from 230 up to 257. I listed mine for like 260 or 267. Didn't sell, so we ended up having to take an L, and he is now down like 170K. What's actually mad about this Van de Ven is so many people are doing the Van de Ven Evo in this game. his inform is less than 100K difference. There's less than 100,000 coin difference between his gold card that's 80K and his inform that's 170. That's insane. Like, usually inform cards are double, if not more than double, what the gold card is. But since so many people have the inform or the Evo for this Van de Ven, there's less demand for the inform. I think this card could be a very good investment because dynamic images, this card's going to fit evolutions in the future, and that's going to make him more hyped. Not saying it's to hold for a long time, but that's a very low price for Van de Ven there. And then speaking of other team of the weeks, the price for the Jude Bellingham and for the Alexia Putellas, because of the rank 1 rewards guaranteeing people packing these cards, is insane. This is 395,000 coins for an informed Jude Bellingham with Incisive Pass Plus, and the Alexia Putellas inform is 615K as well. Mad prices for these cards. They got a lot of supply though, so it's not like they're super undervalued. They got supplied a lot more than other team of the weeks of this caliber would, but this is still an investment that I think if you want to buy a Jude or a Putellas for your team, you'd probably be looking into that today, maybe later tonight, as most of people who are playing Weekend League get their rewards and get done with that. Speaking of gameplay and rewards, we do not have any new modes that are starting today, but tomorrow on Monday does begin the Screamers Tournament. This is the long range tournament mode where outside the box shots count as 2. So it sounds like it's not that competitive because it says it's a daily refreshing tournament and there's exclusive rewards. So we'll have to see what the rewards are. Personally, I got to play another game of squad battles, and also I got to keep working on the Season 1 Excellence Exhibition for the SP. Got to keep working on my SP here to get the rest of this and get that tournament done because that expires the soonest. But that's going to be a video for me today, guys. Make some investments, get into the market. Good luck if you're doing the icon pack today, and I will see you guys in another YouTube video tomorrow. Have a great Sunday, guys. It's been TheFutAccountant, and I will catch you on a YouTube video there. Peace out.